This is video 7 in the series on Agentic Retail Operations. We get to see another impact of the Agentic AI together with retail standards under the Association for Retail Technology Standards, the ARTS umbrella. This video will focus on the supply chain. I am the Wizard of POS, and this video is brought to you by Shopvisor. So how does ART support the supply chain? I thought ART was for in-store. Well, the Association for Retail Technology Standards standardizes item identity, lot traceability, and country of origin, so the supply chain can operate and automate with consistent, trusted context. ART worked with GS1 on traceability, so now an item can be tracked all the way back from the customer to the farm or the factory. So first off, ARTS provides a common semantic model for the supply chain data. The ARTS operational data model defines core retail and supply chain entities, products, inventory, pricing, locations, transactions, and fulfillment in a consistent normalized structure. This enables the supply chain system and AI agents to interpret inventory demand and order data without custom mappings. It can detect inconsistencies, that is, inventory mismatches or pricing conflicts. It can provide reason across domains such as demand, margin, and availability. It simulates outcomes using shared definitions. Because the model is stable and universal, every system and every agent understands business the same way. So, 2, ARTS provide end-to-end visibility across the supply chain. The ARTS standards connect data across planning, sourcing, manufacturing, logistics, stores, and partners, breaking down silos that traditionally fragment the supply chain decisions. This supports end-to-end visibility rather than isolated functional views. Decisions that reflect total supply chain impact, cost, service, margin. Faster coordination between upstream and downstream systems. Reduces inaccuracies as well and inconsistencies. For Agentic AI, this visibility is critical to making context-aware decisions instead of local optimizations. Number 3, it provides a common semantic model with item, lot, and country of origin labeling. Cool. Integrity. The ARTS data model defines core retail and supply chain entities, item inventory, lots, pricing, locations, transactions, and fulfillment, and again, a consistent normalized structure. ARTS item standards ensures that the same physical product is identified consistently across the planning, sourcing, logistics, stores, and transactions. And then the ARTS lot and batch modeling captures production runs, expiration, and quantity attributes, while country of origin labeling is reserved as a first-class attribute tied to the item and lot. That handles moving it across countries. And the traceability standards maintain a chain of custody and state changes for each item and lot as they move through the supply chain. And this is critical when you get into the food service where a side of beef gets cut down into steaks and hamburgers, and you need to track that back to the side of beef to the actual cow it came from. Together, this enables system AI agents to interpret supply chain data without custom mappings. Huge. Every vendor loves to do their own names for things. It provides unambiguous identifying items, lots, and origins across systems and partners. It tracks how specific lots move, split, and combine across locations. It can enforce origin-based rules, label, sourcing, and compliance and recalls. It can direct inconsistencies, lot mismatches, origin conflicts, and expired inventory. It has reasons across the demand, the availability, the margin, and regulatory constraints. Because item identity, lot, integrity, and country of origin labeling are standardized, every system and every agent understands exactly what is being handled, where it came from, and what rules apply. 4. We get real-time signals from transactions and operations. By carrying item, lot, and country of origin context across planning, logistics, stores, and partners, ARTS enables end-to-end traceability through the supply chain rather than isolated functional views. An ARTS POS log standard provides this structured real-time transaction data, the line items, the tenders, the discounts, the returns, and even fulfillment events. In supply chain terms, this allows agents to sense demand changes immediately at the point of sale, direct sell-through acceleration or slow-moving inventory, reconcile omni-channel orders across stores, distribution centers, and e-commerce, simulate promotion or pricing changes before execution. This turns transaction into real-time demand signals, not delayed reports. So 5, again, end-to-end, lot level, and origin-aware supply chain visibility. The ART standards, again, connecting, planning, sourcing, manufacturing, logistics, stores, and partners using shared data, item identity, lot traceability, and country of origin labeling, eliminating silos and ambiguity. And again, it provides end-to-end visibility from supplier to customer at the item and lot level. Continuous traceability of lots across shipments, storage, sales, and returns. Accurate country of origin label visibility at every point of the sale and fulfillment. Confidence that inventory labeling and compliance reflect the true physical state of goods. Faster targeted response to recalls, shortages, quality issues, or regulatory events. For Agentic AI, this visibility is essential. Agents can reason not only about what is happening now, but which lot, from what origin, under what constraints, enabling safe, compliant, context-aware decisions instead of risky local optimizations. Why this works strategically. Cool plus lots elevate ARTS from a data consistency to regulatory and operational authority. It strengthens your food, your grocery, your C-store, your pharma, and your global trade story immediately. It makes agentic execution defensible, explainable, and auditable. In the end, you have a closed-loop supply chain execution. ART standards don't stop at data. They enable action. Through standardized integrations and device models, agents can trigger replenishment or reallocation when demand spikes, reroute fulfillment to alternative locations to meet SLAs, coordinate store, warehouse, and logistics systems consistently, automate routine execution such as reordering and exception handling. This supports the shift from strategic planning cycles to continuous autonomous adjustments. It provides the foundation for agentic supply chain intelligence. Your architecture explicitly positions ARTS as the layer 1, the foundation beneath the intelligence and the agentic execution. And on top of ARTS, layer 2 adds predictive analytics and optimization. And on top of that, layer 3 adds goal-driven, policy-constrained AI agents that can act. This is what enables the evolution from simple systems integration onto data standardization, that's the ARTS era, onto predictive intelligence. In the end, you've got autonomous agentic supply chain operations. So where does ShopVisor come in? And why does it have an unfair advantage? Because ARTS standards leadership was done by the people who are creating ShopVisor. I'd like to introduce briefly the fourth member of our team, Jerry Hines. Jerry Hines we've made him the CEO of the company. He has 20 years leading large-scale consumer platforms at Amazon and NVIDIA. He pioneered GPU hardware in the cloud for AI and media. He is an incredibly talented individual, and he is going to run ShopVisor and take us to the next level. So who is Tom Sterling? Tom Sterling was the lead data architect for the Association of Retail Technology Standards. He shaped the industry most widely adopted retail data model, now in its 7th major release, and implemented by retailers including Costco, TJX, companies AutoZone, Weiss Martin, and Giant Eagle. And there are companies all over the world that have used this data model. His work spans the full retail data lifecycle, from unified commerce and master data management to customer lifetime value analytics, promotional pricing models, and omni-channel order integration. Tom has consistently delivered measurable outcomes, including a complex multi-system Costco e-commerce integration, combining Oracle, Informatica, and DB2/400s into a single enterprise sales view, and a point-of-sale data modeling engagement for TGX that clarified integration dependencies and accelerated development timelines. Tom brings both the strategic perspective of an executive and the technical depth of a hands-on architect. He's a unique individual. His track record includes reverse engineering legacy transaction logs, building dimensional data warehouse extensions, and bringing the gap between business stakeholders and technical teams. He translates complex data integration challenges into actionable, business-justified solutions. He has also designed and delivered arts training and webinars for the data modeling teams at major retailers, with a particular focus on retail transaction processing, customer analytics, and key performance indicator sourcing. He also wrote much of the KPIs for the business intelligence work in arts. He has designed data models for loyalty programs, planogram, international tax compliance in Brazil, his stored value instruments, and customer segmentation, all grounded in real-world retail operations. He takes the data world and turns it into something really useful for the retail world.
My name is Dennis Driscoll. I have over 30 years of experience in retail technology, software development, integration, and consulting, specifically in point-of-sale and e-commerce technologies. I'm a retail guy, programmer, manager, problem solver for the companies I've worked for and with over a 40-year career. I've worked with retailers, vendors, and system integrators. It's this experience I brought to arts and has enabled me to look at problems across multiple angles. I was a member of the Arts Technical Committee from 1999 to 2015. As a member of the Technical Committee, I contributed to the data model, the OPOS, UPOS, JavaPOS standards for device drivers, and I co-authored several of the OMG Arts RFPs.
I am Richard.Halter, and I was the CTO for arts for over 20 years. And so I was involved in building all of the art standards. You can see all of the various messages, the data models, the unified POS devices, the RFPs, the blueprints, integration reports, and the retail business process model. I helped build all of that. And it covers over 90% of what exists in retail and C-store and in food service environments. And to help people understand it, I wrote a book explaining all of this. And I've also created over 70 YouTube videos that are targeted at senior retail executives. I try to explain things without getting too deep into the technical things, like if you want to understand how blockchain works. It's a high-level overview of that. And I have trained major retailers and vendors all over the world. I've traveled over 1 million miles on this, and I've taught them how to solve their number one problem, integrating applications from a huge number of different vendors. Thank you for listening, and be prepared to look for the next video in this series. And it's all brought to you by ShopVisors.